Have you ever wondered if you could see a real learning revolution in, I don't know, about the time it takes to make a cup of coffee? Seriously, what if I told you that in just 3 minutes you could experience this powerful shift in understanding, and get this, without a single lecture? Well, let's find out how.
Okay, so picture this. You're walking through a conference, and you come across this booth. It's the TBL Discovery Zone. You're invited to step right up and try team-based learning for yourself. It all kicks off at that first table with a quick overview, and then bam, you're guided right into the action for a 3-minute TBL experience.
So the first part of this little journey is called the individual challenge, and it is all about you. Before you talk to anyone, before any collaboration, you have to tackle a problem completely on your own. This is where we figure out what you know right now by yourself. It really sets the stage for everything that comes next.
Now, what's so cool about this first step is just how simple it is. It's called the iRAT, which stands for Individual Readiness Assurance Test. Here's what happens. You're handed just one, tricky multiple-choice question. You pick the answer you think is right, and then, and this part's really important, you have to rate how confident you are in that choice.
And this is how you show your confidence. You actually take a red pin and you place it on this heat map. See the different colors? Down in the green zone means you're kind of guessing. Yellow means you're so-so. But that red area up top, that means you are absolutely sure you've nailed it. So you've answered, and now you've put your confidence out there for everyone to see.
And this is where it gets interesting, because there's a risk. Putting your pin in that red zone feels awesome if you're right. But what if you're wrong? Well, it means you're confidently misinformed. And in learning, that's a pretty high-stakes place to be, right? It shows that dangerous gap between what you think you know and what's actually true. Okay, so you've made your individual call. Your red pin is on the board, you're standing by your answer, your confidence level is locked in. But then, everything is about to change. You are no longer on your own.
And just like that, we're on to phase 2, the power of the team. We're making a huge shift here, from a solo test to a shared discovery. This part is called the Team Readiness Assurance Test, or tRAT. And trust me, this is where the magic really starts to happen.
So here's how this works. You get paired up with another visitor at the booth. Together, you look at the exact same question you just answered by yourself, but now you have to actually talk about it. You've got to defend your answer, listen to your partner's ideas, and the goal, you have to agree on a single team answer.
After you've debated and decided, you do the same thing as before, but now you do it as a team. You take a green pin and you place it on a second heat map. This shows your team's collective confidence in the answer you just agreed on. So, did your confidence go up or down after you talked it through? All right, both pins are on the board, your individual one and the team one. It is time for the moment of truth. Your team gets this special scratch card. You scratch off the little box for the answer you picked together. If you see a star, you got it. If not, you discuss it again and you keep scratching till you find that star.
You know, the difference between the two experiences is just massive. When you're on your own, it was all solitary thinking, all about your individual confidence. But with the team, it became this collaborative discussion. You had to build a team consensus, and you got a shared outcome. The whole process just forces you to engage with the material on a way deeper level.
So after that scratch card reveal, you get to the final and, honestly, the most important part of this whole thing, the TBL aha moment. This is where that transformation you just went through becomes totally crystal clear.
Think about it. You went from an individual guess to a team discussion to an immediate reveal of the right answer. So what's the point of all that? What is the big takeaway from this little 3-minute exercise?
I think this quote just says it all perfectly. Without any lecturing, discussion moved you from maybe misinformed to mastery. I mean, nobody stood up and gave you a PowerPoint. Nobody explained the concept. Just by talking it over with a teammate, you challenged your own ideas, you corrected your own mistakes, and you got to the right answer. You literally went from possibly being misinformed to achieving mastery.
And that is the key. The whole process has both diagnostic and corrective power. That first individual test, it diagnoses what you don't know. And the team discussion, it immediately works to correct it, using the knowledge that's already in the group as the teaching tool. It's incredible. And that really just leaves us with one last thought. After feeling that shift for yourself, that aha moment of going from being maybe wrong or even confidently wrong to truly understanding something through teamwork, how might that change your own approach to teaching or training or even just your own personal learning? It's something to think about, isn't it?